Following World War I, a large number of veterans were given land by the Australian government to take up farming within Western Australia. Planting wheat as a necessity, farmers faced difficulties starting the harvesting season for the arrival of 20,000 emus, flightless birds that found cultivated lands as a good habitat. Armed with Lewis guns and 10,000 rounds of ammunition, the farmers and the troops sent by the Minister of Defence, Sir George Pearce, charged at the emus in a first attempt to get rid of them for the massive damage they caused to the crops, and probably used the emu feathers to make hats for light horsemen. With their skills, tactics and war experience combined, they killed perhaps a dozen. In fact, instead of herding the emus into an ambush, they were scattered into small groups, rendering their tactics ineffective due to the range. Upscaling their tactics, gunners thought of attaining proximity by loading the gun on a truck and killing a large amount of emus, a move that proved to be ineffective as the ride was rough and the gunner was unable to fire any successful shots. For an entirety of 6 days, they tried out different ways but none was effective. 2,500 rounds of ammunition were fired and the numbers of killed emus were too low to be certain. The military was disappointed and decided to withdraw. Meanwhile, the emu attacks on crops persisted. The military had to charge against the emus for a second time in an attempt to help save the crops of the farmers. It took them more than 2 weeks to be finally shooting down around 100 emus per week. It was claimed that the total kills were 986 with 9,860 rounds at a rate of 10 rounds per confirmed kill, a rate that unmatched the skills of the World War I ex-veterans and the Australian military. Later on, it was reported that approximately 2,500 wounded emus died as a result of the injuries they sustained. The war against emus was rendered unsuccessful as nothing went to plan. The farmers of the region once again requested military assistance in 1934, 1943, and 1948, only to be turned down by the government, leaving a bounty system as their only option.